You know what I'm talking about? What's good with the people, man? It's your partner, man. Who? It's your partner, man. You know what I'm talking about? How's y'all doing on this sensitive subjects Saturday? You know what I'm talking about? I said, what are you talking about, bro? Oh, we gonna get into it, but before we do that, what's good, people? Like, hee hee, ha ha, wise man. Talked to him yesterday, doing fine. You know what I'm talking about, man? Ken in the pen, you know what I'm talking about? Talked to him yesterday. He doing fine. You know what I'm talking about, man? You know what I'm talking about? All my folks incarcerated, bro. All my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Did I say Ken in the pen, man? I don't know, but if I didn't, go get that stick up in storage now, man. You can go and get you one off 76 MacArthur. Giants looking. You know what I'm talking about? 82nd Hillside. Barbershop. You know what I'm talking about? They say somebody putting them in their stores in the hundreds. Thank you, young man. Now you know, because I tell you every morning, but just in case you don't look at me, you know what I'm talking about? How you can look at these? You know what I'm talking about? Sprinkler system. You know what I'm talking about? Also in stores now. Funker died trying. You know what I'm talking about? Go get you one. You know what I'm talking about? But if all else fails, man, and I mean if all else fails, man, you can go and get you one off of Amazon. Make sure you copy your hardback, man. You know what I'm talking about? What's that, man? That finger. You know what I'm talking about? Swing that finger, young man. You know what I'm talking about? Come on with it, bruh. Worldwide INC, man. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, Worldwide Incorporated, man. You know what I'm talking about? Come on with it, bro. Worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna say, bro, what does that mean? I'm gonna continuously tell y'all. It means everybody. Everybody included. You know what I'm talking about? And Dugu, Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rue. Lil Rue, you know what I'm talking about? Tata the player, that's who comes next, man. Saint Cutthroat, can't forget about Cutthroat, you know what I'm talking about? Same thing, man. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, man. Everybody on top of that thing, man. You know what I'm talking about? Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about, man? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. Now let's get through them disclaimers. You know what I'm talking about? But before we do that, Mama says and Mama always says, boy, brush them whiskers when you on TV. You know what I'm talking about? Even if they got a hole in them. You know what I'm talking about? Whoa. You know what I'm talking about? Whoa. You know, I almost forgot, man. Coffee Chronicles. You know what I'm talking about? Whoa! Classic roast. Piping hot. You know, piping hot. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? That one right there. Put a little steam up around the breast skin. You know what I'm talking about? Where's we at? Oh, disclaimers, man. Now, good brother like myself, I don't promote no drug users. Good brother like me, I don't promote no drug sellers. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like I am, I don't promote no alcohol consumption. No, man. Don't take a sip of the sip it. You know what I'm talking about, man? Good brother like myself, you know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no crime. You know what I'm talking about? No, man. A good brother like myself, you know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no violence. No violence. No, no, man. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I don't promote no domestic violence. No, no, no. Keep your hands off the people. People, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Don't, you know what I'm talking about? Promote. You know what I'm talking about? No. Negativity. No. No. No, man. B-Bay, I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to bruh. They was talking to I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? All I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much of it we going to get. You know what I'm talking about? Young ladies, you know what I'm talking about? But a good brother like myself, you know what I'm talking about, man? I ain't prejudiced. No, man. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't got nothing against the sexually different. No, man. I'm talking about good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't got nothing against the little people. No, man. No. You know what I'm talking about? Me, I ain't got no problems with nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me. Man, I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? And that love. You know that love. You know what I'm talking about? To the YouTube community, man. You with me? Come on over here, fuck with your partner, man. I check it out. Come fuck with nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? Man, how's y'all out there doing on this sensitive subject Saturday? Yeah, what you talking about, baby? Cuz, oh, man, we finna get into it. Oh, yeah, we finna get into it. Shout out to everybody who roll their weed on the Bible. God said, use what you got. I see you fucking, man. No, we on these sensitive subjects, man. You know what I'm talking about? Brad do with a bunch of running around dudes this morning. You know what I'm talking about? Told you, Brett digging in, coming around second, man. Trying to get it together, y'all. Trying to get it together, man. But sensitive subjects, man. So I'm just sitting around this motherfucker, man. He, you know how bruh be. And this is the shit I be looking at. And you know what just clicked in my mind, my motherfucking mind. You know what I'm talking about? You know what clicked in it? I'll tell you what clicked in it, man. I'm just seeing this, all these different perspectives and shit. You know what I'm talking about? All the different perspectives and shit. You know what I'm talking about? And what I realized is, man, when they talking about it's a sensitive subject, it's a sensitive subject. You know what I realized, bro? Every time motherfucker get to telling the truth, that's when it becomes a sensitive subject. You know what I'm talking about? And I just think that's some more wool they pulling over motherfucker eye. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. I just think that's a wool they pulling over a motherfucker eye, man. I just think that's a way to get you uncomfortable telling the truth. You know what I'm talking about? Because as much as motherfuckers sit around here and promote the destruction of a motherfucker, you know how we could promote all that. We could promote the destruction of our people. We could promote the just the destruction of our people, bro. We could promote that shit just fine, man. But if you get to telling the truth, then it becomes a sensitive subject. When we over here tearing the people down, I don't see all right, you know what I'm talking about. But we could promote that. Coffee Chronicles. Yeah, so we just gonna go through a bunch of sensitive subjects. You know what I'm talking about? Sensitive subjects Saturday it is. You know what I'm talking about? Say where we gonna start off at, man. Where y'all wanna start off at? Cause I don't even do this shit, man. You say what is it? The relationships, the sensitive subjects. I don't know. I can't tell you nothing, man. You know what I'm talking about? But this is what I could tell you. When somebody telling you to look out for a bitch, that might be some good game. Like, you might know somebody like this motherfucker they bumped into, and I always tell you this. But the shit they telling you, unless you bump into the motherfucker he telling you about, he's not really telling you about somebody you gonna meet. Now, you might meet somebody that might be like the bitch he had, because the ways of today, I get it. You get what I'm saying? But you can't run around thinking like that, man. You just can't. You got to bump into whoever the fuck you gonna bump into and see where it goes from there, bruh. Only you could prevent forest fires. You know what I'm saying? But don't let these people scare you, man. But this is what I say on that shit. I ain't got nothing to say on that shit. Bump into whoever the fuck you gonna bump into. You know what I'm talking about? I say the bitches ain't listening. Now, something else I do. I don't know. Any bitch I came across when they stopped listening to me is when you know what I'm talking about? I just was gone. You know what I'm talking about? Because the bitches might listen to you for a few years. You know what I'm talking about? And that shit just wear off. Ain't no telling. But I really don't got no advice on that shit for y'all. I just tell y'all the sensitive subjects everybody else be. I ain't got no advice for you, bro. I don't know what the fuck you doing. Because once again, I tell you, man, we don't be having the whole story on the sensitive subjects Saturday. You know what I'm talking about? We don't be coming up here with the whole thing, man. We been told you about a situation. A bitch come up here and tell you about a situation where the nigga done jumped on her. You know what I'm talking about? But she just make it seem like the nigga just jumped on her for no reason. She want to tell you they was fighting over that last full pool. You know what I'm talking about? Man, if I told y'all what I seen yesterday, you wouldn't even believe me. Now that's a sensitive subject. You feel what I'm talking about, man? I see the motherfucker with a contraption. Man, I'll tell you. Man. But yeah, sensitive subjects, man. Let me stop playing, man. But for real, sensitive subjects. And that's what I noticed, man. Every time you get to talking about the truth, if you get to talking about, man, why is there a motherfucking Saguni on every show, man? Why they keep putting this shit in front of the kids? Then it's going to become a sensitive subject. Then they going to change the narration or something like you trying to bash somebody or you hating on somebody. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what else just kills me in today's time. You know what I'm talking about? It's like everybody can have their opinion but you. It's like if you don't got the same opinion as the popular opinion, then somehow you're, I don't know, evil or something. You get what I'm saying? Somehow you don't know what you're talking about if you don't agree with everybody else. Man, I don't know. Fuck y'all. You feel me? I need something right now. I thought I seen it. Damn. Bro, always see something. But yeah, sensitive subjects, man. Cause we need to have them, I guess. But like when I say we need to have them, I don't be talking about this shit right here, bro. Because just coming up here talking, I don't know. Hopefully you can help somebody or affect somebody. But like, you really got to use that shit for the people immediately around you. You know what I'm talking about? To just try to make your circle better or your upbringing, your family generation, however that you say that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Which you should just try to pass it down to the youngin. That's in your bloodline. You know what I'm talking about? And hopefully they could do something. You know what I'm talking about? Hopefully they can find out how to rock that shit up. You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles. But yeah, man, I got a few sensitive subjects for the community myself. You know what I'm talking about? Like, because I'm on the workforce, man. And I'm going to tell you, the biggest thing is, you know what I'm talking about? So somebody just knocked on my motherfucking door or something. I might be hearing things. Microwave, y'all. But yeah, man, on the workforce, right? And just the ideology around the world. Not ideology around the world, I said that wrong, but just around the world. There's always like an inner conflict going on amongst somebody who might not work and somebody who do work. You know what I'm talking about? It's just almost like the war between the niggas and the bitches. You get what I'm saying? Because you got my niggas who don't work be teasing the nigga with a 9 to 5, and I don't believe that's right either. You know what I'm talking about? I just don't believe that's right either. But that's just my belief. You know what I'm talking about? You might believe something else. But then you got the niggas with the 9 to 5 teasing the niggas that's illegal. You know what I'm talking about? And that ain't right either, folks. Now this is just what I believe. You don't have to believe it. Whatever the fuck you do, folks, it's just what you do. Whatever you doing to take care of yourself, to take care of your family, whatever, bro, it ain't no rules to this shit, bro. That's just what you do. You get what I'm saying? That's all it is, bro. But at the end of the day, whoever got the best plan, bro, the man with the plan is the man who gonna be standing at the end. You get what I'm saying, bro? A motherfucker could, nigga collect bottle tops, nigga. If he got a plan to do something with the bottle top money, bro, he'll fuck around and surpass a nigga that was selling 50 keys a week. He just would, man, because the nigga who's selling 50 keys a week might not have no plan with the money. So he just making money blowing it until it go bad. But the nigga who was picking up bottle tops knew he needed this amount of money right here to do whatever it was he was gonna do, man. So as long as you got a plan for whatever the fuck you doing, man, you know what I'm talking about? Salute to you. But we need to stop comparing and teasing, and I'll be telling y'all about these ways and how they done slid the bitch ways on us. And it be like that, man. And it be like the niggas who don't got the jobs be like, man, I ain't working no motherfucking 9 to 5, and we trying to tease the niggas who working, right? And that ain't cool. But then again, the niggas who be working come back and be like, man, I got an honest job. Like, bro, what's honest about a job? Like, both of niggas got valid points, bro, but we just need to stop, bro. However you take care of yourself, just how you take care of yourself, folks. There shouldn't be no comparison, bro. You do what you do to do what you do, and this person do what they do to do what they do. And we should just leave it at that. We got to stop coming from this, we got to stop coming from the standpoint of the bitch, bro. And that's just all. Well, at least I got, you know what I'm talking about? Well, because the only difference between that shit, listen, the nigga who don't mind taking a risk that might be doing something illegal, the only difference between that is he willing to take a risk to go to jail to make more money. The nigga with the job might be tired of getting in trouble, don't want to get in trouble. You get what I'm saying? So he took the risk of giving away all his motherfucking time. You get what I'm saying? Not to get in trouble. You know what I'm talking about? That shit even out. But like the nigga with the, okay, you willing to take a risk, bro. You shouldn't shit on the nigga who don't want to get in trouble. You might be willing to go do some years. Another nigga that ain't in his future, bro. So we don't need to be teasing the nigga with the job. And the nigga with the job, you like, Could y'all please stop saying that I work at honest? What the fuck does that mean? And we gotta stop teasing the nigga like honest nigga. What the? Cause that shit don't make no sense. Cause we be teasing the nigga that's illegal, but really this nigga making more money in 1 week than niggas working. Man, you get what I'm saying, bro? So that shit evens out. You get what I'm saying? This nigga right here probably ain't gonna never get in trouble, and this nigga right here, you know what I'm talking about? So it even out, man. But we gotta stop comparing and making like one thing seem we all here together, man. Sensitive subject Saturday it is. And that's what I don't get, man. I don't get why we just can't be together. Why we trying to come together, got to be better than everybody else? Like, why we can't just come together, man? But these are the ways that God is in, folks, and you just don't see it. It got you with dreams wanting to be way up here, while everybody else down here, so you could tease them. It's just all over the place. But what I knew is, Coffee Chronicles, every time you get to talking about the truth, it becomes a sensitive subject. Fuck these people, bruh. Say what the fuck you gonna say. You feel me? Sensitive subject, my ass. It ain't no sensitive subject when we come up here though, and we doing shit that might get a motherfucker hurt. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't no sensitive subjects then. When we coming up here displaying all this behavior, and you know I'm talking about this ragginess that we be up here doing. It ain't sensitive there. But it's sensitive if you start talking about Sagoonies and shit. That shit don't make no sense, folks. How they'll make you unpopular for telling the truth. They'll make you unpopular for telling the truth. Because they go, whatever you said, they gonna say some kind of way how you was displaying racism, bashing somebody, or they just gonna find a way to make the truth you told bad. And they just scare people to tell the truth, man. It's almost like motherfucker back in the slave days. You feel me? It might be two motherfuckers just tired of this shit. He trying to come up with a plan to get the fuck up out of here, man. You go tell another slave and he look at you, boy, don't you be talking like that. You know what I'm talking about? It's almost like that, man. They done brainwash you to, you know what I'm talking about? They done brainwash you. Boy, don't you bet not think big. You know what I'm talking about? I just think that shit is a tactic to stop you from telling the truth. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I think it is, man. But on some real shit, we be trying to avoid these sensitive subjects. We just do. Now, one thing I will voice my opinion on. The bitch of today talks too much. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I will voice my opinion on. Sis, nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Y'all just talk too motherfucking much. You do. You talk too much. You don't listen. You fuck up, then you go somewhere and fuck up, then want somebody to feel sorry for you after y'all just do a bunch of raggedy ass shit. You know what I'm talking about? And bruh, you know what I'm talking about? I think as men, bruh, we sit around and start acting like these bitches way too much today. You know what I'm talking about, bruh? For real. I think, I don't know, we just got some bitch ways, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? We sitting up here all day long trying to prove shit to people, trying to show people shit like I never understood. And I'm finna say something right now that's real unpopular, but I've been looking at this shit for probably like the last, I'm gonna say 4 years. I don't understand how, you know, our motherfuckers just came up with some shit talking about receipts. I don't understand that shit. You know what I'm talking about? If you just ask me, like, all that shit is just bitch shit to me. You know what I'm talking about? It just is, bro. That shit that, like, bitches just do. You know what I'm talking about? Because now they talking about if you don't got no evidence. I'm one of them niggas, listen, bro. If I gave you $250, and I know I gave you $250, and you went and told everybody that I didn't pay you, I don't give a fuck, bro. That's your lie. I know I gave you $250. You know I gave you $250. I don't give a fuck what you trying to convince everybody else. You know what I'm talking about? I don't give a fuck. I don't owe you nothing. And you know I don't owe you nothing. So I wouldn't give a fuck what perception you try to create, I know. You get what I'm saying? And I'm one of them niggas just good at me knowing. You know what I'm talking about? I don't give a fuck if you know. I don't. Fuck you. Why are you in my business anyway? You know what I'm talking about? Fuck you, man. For real. And I just don't get that. I don't get screenshotting shit. And yeah, I just don't get that, bro. That shit just seemed like high school game to me. All that shit just remind me of shit like when a nigga go up in court and they bring that paper with your text messages on there talking about, do you see on April 19th, 2005, he called Mr. You know what I'm talking about? It just remind me of all that shit right there, bro. Like talking about you got to keep records and all. Like, I get receipts when you doing business and all that shit. I get that, bro. But like, I don't see a nigga conversation or a DM as a receipt. I don't get that, bro. To me, that's like shit bitches do. And I know that's gonna be a real unpopular. But fuck y'all. Sensitive subject Saturday it is. I'm telling you, bro. I don't get that. I just don't get how we act like the police, period. I don't get how we come up here and just spread everybody business. I get that it's a business to do that. So I get it. But as man, bruh, I just don't see why I don't know. But go ahead. Do what you do, man. I salute you. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck am I? But as man, y'all don't get it. That's why the bitch act like that today. How the bitch talk too much, all that shit I was just saying, don't listen and all that. It come from a reflection of us, bruh. It do. Because now you got the trick coming out the woodwork. If I said that right. Woodwork. I said Woolworth. You know what I'm talking about? Who remember Woolworth? You got the tricks coming out the woodwork, man. You know what I'm talking about? Trying to understand the bitch and all that old shit, man. You just do. So the bitch, she really on her sassy. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? You know, I don't know, have fun. But on sensitive subjects, man, we can get this shit, because we ain't gonna talk about nothing that really matter. We ain't gonna talk about us. You get what I'm saying? Everything out our mouth gonna be everything else. And that's the motherfucking problem with us. Coffee Chronicles. Because they ain't came around with a game where it's lucrative to be nosy. It's lucrative to act like a bitch. You get what I'm saying? It's lucrative to act like the police. It's just lucrative to do a bunch of clown shit. You know what I'm talking about? That motherfuckers just didn't do in my time. You know what I'm talking about? But hey, we not there, so I get it. But that shit just weird to me. Y'all might dig it. You know what I'm talking about? Go right ahead, young man. You know what I'm talking about? But I just don't dig it. And we stuck in a bunch of these motherfucking behaviors, man. You know what I'm talking about? But the worst one as a man is how the nigga acts like a bitch, bruh. That's the worst one. It is, folks. And that's why a lot of these bitches just don't respect niggas. Because niggas really around these bitches. And this is the last thing I'm going to say before I get up out of here. Sensitive subjects, man. Because I be all over the place. So I might say some unpopular shit. But once again, fuck you. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's another thing we be doing too, folks. Now, you can do it if you want to. You get what I'm saying? But like, say somebody got something going on, man. I'm not commenting on them people business, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? That shit don't got nothing to do with me. And I done went to like, in this last week, I'm gonna say like 5 lives. I fuck with everybody, man. Salute, shout out to everybody, you know what I'm talking about? I don't hold no grudges. I ain't got no gripes with nobody, you know what I'm talking about? Do you, young man? You know what I'm talking about? Young lady, nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about? Do you, y'all? But like, you'll be on a motherfucker live. I seen some bitches. I don't know who the fuck they talking about. And a lot of times, man, if there's some shit like that going on, man, I'm you know what I'm talking about, what's up with the people when I'm gone. You know what I'm talking about? Because it ain't no reason for me to sit there because I don't have nothing to say about it. But I notice how 30 or 50 other motherfuckers will jump in the motherfucker live and like, say they talking about the Cookie Monster. Then everybody else get to talking about, man, I knew the Cookie Monster was like, if that's what you want to do, go right ahead, man. But for bruh, man, that shit, it almost puts you in the position of a cheerleader or something, bruh. That shit just don't, it don't look right, folks. That shit don't look right, y'all. It look like we little kids. It's like we little kids, like everybody talking about the fat bitch or the bitch that stank, or you know what I'm talking about? The nigga who don't comb his hair. Is like we, I don't know, it's just childish, y'all. Y'all might not see it that way, but I understand why women do it, because that's just what women do. But for the dudes, man, that shit, like, it puts you in the position of the cheerleader. It puts you in the position of that bitch right there. You know what I'm talking about? The cheerleader bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Up in the air. You know what I mean? With the, you know what I'm talking about? It puts you up in that position right there, man. You know what I'm talking about? It just do. So I would just say, you know what I'm talking about? This is what I'll throw up in the air. If somebody, whatever they going through, man, I suggest you just let them go through that. You know what I'm talking about? Support the people, and just let that be between whoever is between, man. I don't have nothing to say on nobody's business, because it's just not my business. It's just not. And I'm sure, like I said, behind closed doors, everybody might got their own personal opinion or whatever. I'm just talking about keep coming up here putting this shit to the forefront, man. That's all I'm talking about. But like, that shit not cool as men. And that's the type of shit I'm talking about right there. All that old high school messy shit. All that instigating shit, bruh. That shit, it puts you in the position of the cheerleader. You know what I'm talking about? It puts you in the position of the instigator. It puts you in the position of the messy nigga. You know what I'm talking about? And a lot of us is just way too grown to even be biting into this mess. But I know this motherfucker's entertainment, so that's probably just the way I think about it. I know somebody somewhere saying, man, fuck you, controversy sells. All right. Coffee Chronicle. A lot of shit sell. I'm just not gonna sell my soul for it. You know what I'm talking about? I see it. Coffee Chronicle. Fuck it. But on the sensitive subject side, bro, what the fuck is you talking about? On the real, last thing I'm gonna leave you with is just tighten yourself up, man. Just tighten yourself up, man. Because invisibly, they just moving us more to this side or over there, man. Like, shit ridiculous, folks. Niggas spend their whole day like the bitch now, folks, reading the National Enquirer. You know what I'm talking about? Looking at the National Enquirer. Talking about Queen Elizabeth seen Bigfoot. You know what I'm talking about? Where you at? But what do I know, man? You know what I'm talking about? Only you can prevent forest fires, man. With that one right there, man, we don't remember nothing else. Always remember, it don't cost nothing. Just to show a little bit of that love. Where they at?